Welcome back, Bingo-thon slash Sunshine community. If you came from the raid, got more bingo action today. Another regular lockout, Denial versus Zale. I am joined by Dingaman. How are you
Hello,
today?
everybody.
How's your day
I'm.
going on this Friday? I guess is it afternoon for you or is it like night?
It's like 11 in the evening here. It's going all right. I had a scream with Peaches earlier, and then I died 4 times in Bianco 3, and then I cried, and then I lost. And, oh, I see that the match is started.
Yeah, I got 3 hours hard. Yeah, we should be getting going here. Um, Another regular lockout, nothing too special here. Just first to 13 goals. As for the players, um, Denial's a pretty strong router. Zale also knows their way around a bingo board. Zale's probably a little faster, having a sub 130 any% and just in general doing some weirder categories. But that doesn't mean Denial can't hold his own. Denial knows how to play against faster players and is generally a good router. So it should be a little interesting.
We will see what they will make work. Like being the faster players is a small advantage, but like it doesn't completely rule out the chance of the enemy opponent always.
Yeah,
Uh,
speed is not everything, as we've seen many times throughout the league. Now, granted, this current format does, or current patch sometimes does have a little bit of speed benefit, but not
I
looking
am
like
most
that's
concerned
too
with the
much of a
well-being of the
case on this
princess
card.
in this dreadful heat.
At least I don't see
Master
it.
Mario, if you would, cross over to that shore and
I still
find some
have yet
assistance.
to take a good look to the card. I see Rico Hidden Shine and Bianco Hidden Shine both on the card.
Yeah, so
15 Bianco blue coins, so it might be a split.
yeah, you could do Bianco hidden with 15 Bianco blues if you want to be the Bianco guy. You can also do 23 Rico blues with Rico hidden. Alternatively, you can do one of each if you split them up right. Uh, it's interesting. Like, there's no hidden goals after those until 6 hiddens and 2 gelato. Oh, yes, there's also 2 gelato hidden shrines. So hiddens are like somewhat important here, but even if you get all the hidden goals, you got to find 2 other ones. Now, granted, Goldbird could be one of those. Um, we see another card with 15 Delfino with no other synergies. This happened last card. There's no NPCs, no fruit ladies. So doing 15 Delfino is a pretty high commitment. Might just come down to whoever feels like doing it.
I imagine 15 Delfino staying up for quite a while.
Yeah, it's not going to be done till mid to late game minimum. Sometimes it's not a bad idea to hold out until Yoshi because then you don't have to do the jelly skips and you can get the birds easier. I see a lot of players do that. I actually really like that play. Uh, there's not a lot of reason to go deep in many levels besides Pinna. Pinna has Shadow Mario. That might be it. Can I have
Yeah, that's
anything else?
quite it. I see Eel Shine, which is kind of deep in Noki, but that's like at the very end of the game. And then I also don't see that many reasons, just because Pinna isn't that amazing and also Noki isn't that great to do a lot of Delfino shine. So it will probably be like a lot of hopping around in the early level. I also see 12 Noki boots. But it might be a lot of hopping around in the early levels, just setting up and trying to like take some of the faster goals and sling it up in a good way.
Yeah. One from each is a goal on this card. There's 2 from 5, which has some synergy. One from each is really weird because there's really no reason to do Mant. So you would kind of just do it if you wanted that goal. Like, you would want everything else. I guess there's Serena 1/100s. That could be your one from each. It's a really slow shine. But, like, if you give enough shine progress.
It at least gives you a reason for Savannah, and it will probably be like something with if someone has done one from almost all of the other levels, you will probably be like, okay, maybe it's time for Beach
Yeah.
Money. I don't know if either
Court
player
is
knows
now
Beach
in
Money. That's
session.
also a thing in a
That's
way.
the
As you are
thing.
no
It's
doubt aware,
like
Someone has been senselessly defacing.
It's like I don't think they know it. Denial might know it. I don't know if Zale knows it. Zale knows some weird things in this game. They've done like sprayless runs where like you just can only use hover nozzle or something, or you just can't use like the main spray nozzle. But I don't know if they know destroying them on 100s. There's just goals like 2 Piantissimos. It's like, where are you gonna do that? Like, oh, there's eel. There's actually eel on this card. I need to look at some scrolls. I apologize. There's even Wiggler.
Eel, there's
So.
12 no-key blues, there's Wiggler, and there's also 16 from Pianta. So if you want to 16
it's fine.
Piantissimo is already in there.
There's 20 from 2 blues on this card. Now, one of those is probably gonna be. There's a lot of options for this. This goal has a lot of options. There's 7 links, which means Pinna immediately has some sort of benefit from that. But there's also 23 Rico blues, which is 20, and then there's 15 Bianco blues, which you could do very quickly from. There's 12 Noki blues if it's still up by then, which 20 from there is not so far down, especially if you're going to Eel and it's still up. And there's 16 Pianta blues, which doesn't really work here because you need to go to Pianta 6. But there are a decent amount of options here. So we'll see if anyone really even cares about that. Blues are okay on this card. I like this card.
Not bad. You have multiple options in the beginning. You have multiple options probably throughout the game. There are quite a few early game goals, all spread out across different levels. So it will be very interesting what people choose. I think
this
with
card.
the Turbo Nozzle, the Hidden in Bianco, and the 15 Bianco Blues, it's a good incentive probably for both players to start there. But there can also be things set for people just like spreading around, or maybe a Rico start can also hold its value.
Yeah.
Or
There's a
maybe
lot
even
of early game and there's a lot of late game. There's like the mid game on this card is really weird. That's how I see this card. Blues are good. There's 50, 20 from 2, 70, 13 from Delphine with blue trades, as you pointed out. There's a lot of blues in this card. Turbo can be done in a lot of places here. Bianco is like the safe place, but you're not going to do Rico. You could do Gelato. There's a world where maybe you do Noki 6 after Piantissimo if it's still left up. I mean, maybe not, but I'd like to see it because it's cool. We'll see.
Players are off at the moment. You see both of them unlocking Bianco, which isn't that surprising because Bianco doesn't have that much value, and they don't see
Yeah.
a Gelato rush or a Pinna rush being effective. But it will be interesting to see if both of them will enter Bianco, and if so, if they will choose to go for the 15 blues or skip it for the hidden, or therefore.
It's interesting because both the hidden and the 15 Bianco blues I think are really good starts. Like, we'll analyze each one of these. If you do 15 Bianco blues, you are set up for a 20 from 2, and you're ahead to every blue school on the card. However, if you do Bianco hidden, you're set up for reds, you're set up for the 6 hidden shines, you obviously get the Bianco hidden goal, 2 from 5, well, you're already getting 2 from 5, I guess, if you do 15 Bianco blues, but, and I don't know, it just sets you up for, I guess blues might be better, because you get more, all the blue schools progress, and you get linked for the 7 links, but either start's fine. The only thing I don't want to see is someone go for the turbo. That's the only thing I don't want to see.
I don't like the turbo play. It's just there are so many early game goals, the turbo play will just set you behind you, probably the rest of them. And then from that point on, you're just like, yeah, you have a goal, but you probably lose the other Bianco goal, and maybe, I think there are worlds where you also lose Rico and there.
Zale's going to Rico, which honestly is still fine. I mean, you can get the 23 Rico blues and the 20 from 2 progress still there.
If you don't, like, if you maybe feel like you're the slower player and you don't feel like making the 50-50 call if the enemy is going for the blues or going for the hidden, then it might be a safe play to just go to Rico. Sure, you lose 2 goals, but you can trade them for the 2 Rico goals.
Yeah, I'm fine with this call. It's still a fine call. The only really downside is you don't get 5 reds progress, but I don't. It's 1 goal, and you immediately get a 20 from 2 rather than having to re-enter Bianco 4. So,
and like
totally a fine call.
if you want to, you can always enter Bianco later for the 2 from 5, 1 from each, and maybe even do the Bianco bit ahead if it stays up.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going for.
So Denial might be going for the 15 Bianco, or excuse me, the Bianco hidden. He doesn't get the M, so that infers to me he's not that interested in blue coins.
Oh.
Well, now he might. Okay, I don't know. May as well get it if you fall, yeah.
I'm not sure if he fell or if he maybe just like forgot that the M was there and he was like, oh shit, maybe I want to do the 15. But maybe like if you have a slow start at Bianco, what do you do? Do you then commit for the hidden or do you commit for the Bianco blues or just stay at 50-50?
You could just do Bianco 3 and then like you're set up for both. Like you start 15 in Bianco 4. There's actually a few blues that are faster in Bianco 4 anyway. And it's just a halfway commit. Like if you lose out to the blues, you still got a lot of blues. You still got a linked, right?
And at some point you will get the information that the Bianco blues aren't going to get picked. I don't expect to see a 23 Rico in one, but it will still like not seeing any Bianco clicks will give the information that Zale is probably not in Bianco, and otherwise he's going for the hidden.
What I want to see from Zale here is, even if they don't want to commit to the 23 right now, I'd like if he picked up the Rico 1 exclusive M's. It's not even gonna stay in Rico. Like, I don't know.
At this point he has 2 Delfino shines and...
He gelato rushing? You don't need to unlock Rico to gelato. I actually don't know what Zale wants.
He's going to Pianta, I guess.
Maybe Zale's logic is he thinks he's gonna lose out to Rico goals because he lost like 10 seconds or like it's like 20 seconds on Underbell. That might be his logic. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand why you would Rico rush and then not go into Rico, but maybe it's some play I'm not good enough to understand.
Yeah, he probably feels like he's behind since he failed the Underbell for quite a couple of tries. But yeah, now he's just trading either Bianco or Rico for the 16 Pianta blue coins, which is just 1 goal. And then afterwards he's still not in a position to contest the other one. I would have preferred if he would like either just do blooper and PT to like be set up for whichever one gets picked at enemy.
He might...
Since that way you can at least contest the other world, which has quite a few early game values. But if you lose like both Bianco and Rico, you're already in a rough start from the get-go.
He might want to feel out where Denial is, right? And he's just going to do a shine. It's 1 from each. You get Piantissimo progress. And then with this information, you have Bianco and Rico open. And let's say you see him do 15 Bianco blues. You can infer at that point that Denial is just going to get Bianco hidden. Then you realize, okay, I can go to Rico and be ahead in Rico right now. So that might be the logic, is like he's just going to do some shines that still have value while he feels out where Denial is. Alternatively, he got 2 shines from Delfino, which is 13 shines from Delfino progress. Okay, now he's going to Gelato. I don't know anymore. I don't know.
He's going back.
I think he thought he had enough shines to unlock Gelato. So I think he's rushing Gelato hiddens. Like pseudo-rushing it.
It is a play. It's probably not one of the stronger plays on the card, but at least like he has the Pianta progress at the moment, so he didn't collect that many blues in one.
I think it's fine. It's just not expected, is the thing about it. It's like that's not what you would expect. It's fine. I mean, this is not gonna cost Zale, really. It's not like he's playing. It's not like he's making some game-losing play, right? It's just not what we would expect. That's it.
He is still setting up for the later games.
Right. He's still gonna be set up for quite a lot. It's not a problem right now, at least. Ooh.
The other thing you can say is that if he beats Piantissimo. The other thing you can say is that Denial is.
Ooh! Oh god! I think. Okay, he's fine. Sorry.
Denial is not getting any information from Zale for quite a while, probably, and then even after the Gelato clicks, he still doesn't know what Zale has done before.
gonna be hard for Zale to wrap up 13 and 3 or 16 and 3 because they didn't get the sign blue, which is exclusive to Pianta 2. And they're gonna have to and they didn't get the Under the Village gem. Now granted, I didn't really want them to see it. It's just gonna be interesting to note that later it's gonna be kind of a struggle to get 16 in 3.
Now,
Zale has the
Bianco hidden click from Denial, and I'm wondering, will you re-enter now to get the 15 Bianco blues, or do you just leave them up for a bit?
Looks like he's going for it. Looks like he's going for it. May as well. He could even he could do Bianco 4 as well. He can alternatively get the turbo. I wouldn't really want to see a turbo this early, just because it kind of gives up a lot. It's also 5 from 2 to get the red, but
getting the turbo now isn't the worst, since if you leave with the 15 blues and then the turbo, you at least get 2 goals instead of just only the turbo.
Yeah. There's a few things Denial can do here, and I think it would be fine.
I don't think any of the 2 plays is better. It's just there is a point to leaving up the turbo for later in the game, since it's just a time investment for a goal. But on the other hand, any goal you can get in the early game can be nice later. And it just puts some pressure on the enemy.
He could also just delay it for half the game and use it to his advantage. Denial's not going to be able to finish up 15 inside the village. He's going to have to leave at some point, which is what I don't know. He'll realize it. He just needs to get 2 or 3 more, or he doesn't even full commit. He's not getting the door blue, so a half commit to the Bianco blues.
Maybe he doesn't know the route or a route for 15. And
no, I imagine Denial knows the route. I think he's just trying to do it with the red and is not sure how to get all 15 with it, or if he can even.
He's getting closer to the blue by falling. That's
Woke strats. She could also just re-enter her turbo and blues after this. I don't know.
Could be an option. It's probably not a bad option.
Alright, well he's not getting the M behind him. Okay, now he is. I don't know. We'll see. Zale is doing hidden. Does Denial leave the village? Yes, he does. That's a choice. He has to go start with the tree. Blues aren't too slow from here. You just kind of have to sacrifice some distance later. Does he have any Delfino blues? I don't think he got jail blue, so I think everything is on his counter. Oh, that rope's actually a scam.
All ropes are a scam, especially Gelato.
Just needs the NPC and the enemy now, and then you would have 15. Zale taking a death. Very unfortunate. Hate to see it.
I'm wondering if he skipped the rocket on purpose.
There's no rockets on the card, so it doesn't really need it. I guess it's faster. Doesn't get a 15th blue. Really interesting. Oh, unless he remembers he forgot the door. Yeah, that's fine.
I think he remembers.
Okay. That's fine. Oh, yeah, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work, buddy. I don't think... I don't know, actually. This will pan out. See things. Okay.
Red?
That's one way. 15 Bianco blues is clicked. Zale expected that, probably. Oh, look at this. This is woke. Look at this routing. Look at this micro routing. Holy crap!
Now, what I want to see from Zale is, since you now saw the 15 Bianco blues, and it would be really weird for Denial to delay the Bianco blues, since Zale might as well have done it. So he's probably quite sure that Denial is still in Bianco. Maybe he already opened Rico, but you don't know what. So I think Zale would be fine to not show the gelato progress all of a sudden and just delay the click for a bit. Especially now we see the Nell heading there, maybe going for the same roll. Might also just be opening up gelato to get it out of the way.
Yep.
So I'm hoping that Zale delays his click for quite a bit and just leaves the Nell wondering what he's doing, and then when he clicks that he has been in gelato, the Nell will probably be like, oh, okay, what have you done else? Still not really have any answers. You don't predict someone to have been in Pianta in this kind of cards early game, which might play to his advantage.
Denial entering gelato. Zale delaying the 2 hidden gelato shines. Good delay. Can delay that for like 2 minutes and really. Now you don't get it's not like you don't get value for doing the gelato shines. You still get a red. You still get 2 from 7 or 2 from 5. Excuse me. Technically, it's 1 from each.
This is interesting. Or at least towards.
I'm
guessing he's going towards Figler.
Let's think about this objectively. So
I
you
think
could do
like Denial is probably thinking that Zale is in Rico, and that's why he went to Gelato for a goal instead of to Rico for the more Rico value. But now Zale is thinking like, oh, Denial is probably went from Bianco and is now going to Rico, so he probably thinks he is fine. And that if he goes to Rico now, he's too late to contest it.
This isn't. So like on this card, this isn't the worst play in the world. Because it's not like levels progress is that good. The only pinnacle is really, or immediate pinnacle rather, is Finish Shadow Mario. There's Links, but that's kind of a bigger commitment.
Noki is somewhat decent, but you can
Noki's
make
okay,
up for
yeah.
his time loss by just doing a lot of Delfinos a bit later. And with this, if he gets Wiggler and then also the Turbo, then he obviously steals the Turbo away from Dinel without having to do any Bianco.
I'm surprised that worked. This isn't like, it's not like it's a horrible call. It's just, it's certainly interesting. Like, Zale's route this match is certainly interesting. That's how I would put it. It's not bad yet, it's just interesting.
And now we see the 2 Gelato hidden clicks, which is nice, since at least he isn't delaying it for too long, since that would be bad. And Dinel just continuing for the riddance. It's also a red pivot, so it's probably
it's
nice
totally
to have.
Fine, so he can still contest 6 hiddens is the nice part for him.
And he puts like doing this now also gives him the second shine in Gelato already for the 2 from 5 if that gets into play.
Yeah, I would have liked if Denial picked up the linked pair. Maybe he's still interested in just the 3rd hidden, just for the quick shine and the hidden in general. Could be the case, we'll see. Maybe not.
I don't think Zale has picked up any links, right?
No, they have not.
I guess it's kind of understandable since like it gives Pinna some value, but it's like almost the only value Pinna will have on this card. So there's still not that use of an incentive to like go out of your way, do the links in order to set up some Pinna value. Well, you probably don't even want to go to Pinna, or at least not early.
Zale getting their first linked now. This is optimal during Wiggler. It's done in the 120 route. Definitely not the easiest strat in the world, but if you practiced it, not hard. I don't know if this is gonna work. It might be a little too slow, but I respect them going for it.
It will probably save some time, like instead of doing 10 separate.
Yeah, it's not gonna work anymore, Zale. Okay.
Oh,
well, now they're not going to get that blue at all. But they might not know the cycles too well, so they might just be scared. Yeah, I would have still gotten the blue. This also is
This is a Wiggler. Still just having some fun. Probably being like, why didn't I spray the plant?
Yeah. Denial opening Gelato, or excuse me, Rico.
It's still quite difficult for Denial to make the call to actually enter Rico, since he's probably still low-key expecting Zale to be there. But like, if both players just keep expecting the other person to be in Rico, then no one will ever enter Rico.
Yeah, I've seen a few matches like that.
At some point, you just have to bite the bullet, maybe, but Denial could still go away.
Oh, he's going for it. It's like, but you may as well. Pin is not that good on this card. There's really not any benefit from going to Pin this early besides links.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of immediate benefit to like any level except Rico left, to be fair.
Ooh, is Denial gonna do a 23-1? Does he know infinite kicks? It's just interesting.
I don't think so. I think he just grabs these already, so he doesn't have to grab them in 3, since I don't think it makes a difference in time.
No, it's actually optimal in episode 2. The interesting thing.
Or in 2.
It might be Rico 1 and 23. Or maybe he's doing the 23. He could be doing the 23, 22 and 1, and then he gets the 23rd in Rico 2. That would also be a play.
There is not really that much value towards going to Rico 3, I guess, but on the other hand, still a quick shine, and it's just another shine to get to Noki, I guess.
Revealing Wiggler. That is a lot to reveal this early on. I am not sure about that click. That is a big thing to say to your opponent. Denial is probably a little happy to see that. And by a little, I mean a lot.
And insta-clicking the turbo.
Certainly an interesting call to do Wiggler this early. I don't know if it's even that bad, because like I said, it's like Shine Progress isn't that good. Like, what are you really losing by not being first to Pinna? Like, links.
I don't hate him doing Wiggler and the turbo nozzle, but I think just pressing the turbo nozzle and not saying that you have done Wiggler would have been probably a lot stronger, since Denial might think that you have Bianco probe instead of having done Wiggler. And also timing-wise, I'm not sure. Yeah, well, the Wiggler was of course very slow, so I mean, Denial might have had a chance to catch up to Wiggler, but like, how many times? Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. If you already clicked both hiddens in Gelato, would you expect your opponent to go for Wiggler instead of another call?
I'm not really that opposed to even doing Wiggler. I just would have delayed it. That's like my only caveat. Because I think it's like not even that bad of a play. It's just maybe you want to hold that information just a little bit, you know?
Yeah, you could have held it a little bit, but since you don't know what your opponent is doing, he might also make the weird call to go to Wiggler, I guess. Maybe that's what he's thinking.
Yeah, that could be what he's thinking. It's certainly interesting, regardless. Doing Sandbird. This is a red coin. Keep that in mind.
He's also getting close to the Piantissimo, but I don't think you want to reveal the two Piantissimos click right away. You probably don't even want to do Piantissimos yet.
I would not do Piantissimo until late game if it's like your win con or something.
I probably wouldn't even have done Sandbird yet until a bit later into the game.
It's an interesting decision because you want Turbo, right? Because that's something that can't be done in the early game, but it's like...
Just entering and grabbing the Turbo and leaving feels kind of bad. Like sitting here on the Sandbird for quite a long time also just feels very bad.
Yeah, that's true. You could get like 3 Delphina Shines in the time it takes to do the shine. Kind of the thing. But like I said, Shine Progress is not the end all be all. Zale is missing a coin. Okay, there. I would have felt really bad if they just jumped off the platform without the coin.
Shine Progress isn't everything, but at some point after all of these shines, you might want to consider putting some effort into it, since no key isn't awful, and then you also have the 26 shines, which also is progress.
Zale's not even that far behind in shines. They have 12 shines after a trade with all the unlocks, and that's more than Denial as to his name range. Really interesting. Granted, Pianta shines, Delfinos, and then the fast Gelato shines are fast. But
That's
yeah,
true.
Zale technically in the lead to 26 shines, you know, and progress stuff if they so want it.
And Dinal was having a great time with the 15 from Bianco, which also put him behind a little bit, I guess.
23 Enrico, also pretty slow. Well,
Yeah,
he's doing 22 in Rico 1, and then he's doing the 23rd and on the way to Rico 2, which is fine. That's an acceptable call.
I can see the call since like you don't have that much reason to go deeper than 2 on the one hand, and on the other hand, you might beat out the opponent if they are going at the same time in Rico or then in 3.
So the interesting thing about this call is like, yeah, there's not really a ton of reason to enter 3. But then again, it's like maybe you would just for 5 from 2. I don't know. Maybe you give up on 5 from 2 after you see Wiggler with Gelato hiddens. You're like, alright, well.
That's at least 5 from 1 down. And where else would you get your 5 from? I mean, Noki would be alright, but Noki's very late into the game. Maybe Rico still, but then you have to do 4, and I mean, there's not really any reason to do 4, but it's like, if you do it well, it's not that slow, I guess. Maybe Pinat to just get the double reds, or Bianco, maybe even, if you really want to pull.
This is probably the earliest 2 Piantissimos I've seen in a match. Ever. Like, in all my singular year of being in the bingo community, I think that's the only, it's the earliest Piantissimos I've seen.
Don't like this click either, since like
Nah.
there's just no reason to like doing the Piantissimo already. Like it's fine, I guess.
I don't actually even
clicking
agree.
it like
Now,
you also gave away the information that you have been to Pianta, which is also. I mean, it's not the worst. It's like now the enemy probably won't go for 16 Pianta blues, but doesn't give you anything else, I guess.
I don't know. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone watching this match. I'm just like, I don't know.
It's a very interesting match. It's now we see Zale going for a honey skip.
Yeah, looks like it. Maybe jelly skip. Oh, he's gonna do movie skip. Movie skip. Let's go. I'm gonna pop off. I've never done movie skip, but it looks cool. This is actually kind of woke when 15 Delfinos on the card. I'll give him that. Ah, doesn't get it. I don't even know how to set it up, so. But yeah, that's a good idea. That's actually not a bad bingo strat of 15 Delfinos on the card. I like that.
It gives you a Delfino. It's like, I still don't know when you would go for the other Delfino coins. Like, you can route some in along the way, but like 15 Delfino still takes quite a bit of time for effectively nothing, or like one second.
Movie skip saves 2 seconds, or no, it loses 2 seconds to a good honey skip, I think. Something like that. So.
Interestingly enough, we see Denial not clicking 23 from Rico yet. I'm not sure if he has all 23 from Rico. I don't.
He does.
So.
He's delaying. He had 21 at the end. He's just delaying because he got the last 2.
I mean, delaying it is somewhat fair since now, and you know that your opponent has been to Pianta, and he has done Piantissimo and Sandbird and Bigler and Gelato.
I would not be clicking this for at least a few minutes. Like, why would you? And now Zale is doing 15 from Delfino, which Denial does not give a hoot about.
Still is getting some clicks in, but like it's arguable of the timing of most of the clicks. Like,
I think the issue for Zale right now is he's clicking stuff, but like it doesn't really do anything for him. Like, yeah, you're getting clicks in, you're getting points on the board. What's your win con? Like, that's the issue I think we're looking at right now.
I think he's also behind in blue total progress, and I think he's just generally like getting himself behind for like all of the late game goals, like except no.
Yeah, like you're getting clicks, but you know how are you gonna wrap this all together? How are you gonna get to 13 goals? Could you just do random stuff on this card and get the 13? Maybe. I mean, you're ahead to 16 Pianta Blues. You're...
That's about it. Where I had to, so that's...
Denial delaying 23 Rico Blues, so maybe gonna force Zale to try to commit to a 23 and 1. I wouldn't be surprised if Zale was 20 quick out. Feels like a Zale thing to know.
I mean, stealing the 23 away would be a nice play.
Well, Denial has it, he just can't over-delay it. She might, I don't know. He might just, I don't know. I really don't want Denial to lose this to an over-delay. Sad for him. Because he should be in a really good position in this match, I feel. And that would just hurt.
Denial is just set up for most of the goals on the card just a lot better. Like maybe not 5 from 2, maybe not the Pianta Blues, but even the Pianta Blues is arguable since Zale didn't pick up a lot of Pianta Blues.
The thing about Zale's... Okay, there's the click. The thing about Zale's Pianta Blues is even when they return, they have to, like, do what's dubbed the Tomato Blue, I think, to finish it in 3. Because they didn't get the sign, which is exclusive to episode 2. Zale
At this moment, we see Zale crying, I think. Which is a bit undeserved, since, like, he couldn't really expect to win the Rico Blues anymore, especially since you know the enemy already clicked the hidden and you've given them a lot of time to go to Rico.
So Zale getting another hidden. Zale, neither one of these players can finish 7 in Pinna, I believe. Denial only has the Rico, Bianco. He didn't get the gelato. I think.
Did Zale ever finish out the second link in gelato or the first?
Yeah,
link?
he went back for that. He went back for the link. I'm pretty sure I saw him. Pretty sure.
Yeah, on the other hand, now we see Denial in Pinna and like accept the link. What is there to gain in Pinna? Except maybe some progress to Pinna Shadow Mario, but that's very late. Yeah, okay, I guess there are some nice red coin shines and secrets and hidden.
What Denial can do is he can actually do 20 from 2. And he can do this with this 2 from 5 by doing some basket blues on the way to Pinna 2, and it's really good 2 from 5 progress. Other than that, yeah, that's really not anything. Wait, did Zale exit area Rico 1? Is there really? Yeah, let me see. Well, there's 1 from each on the card.
There is 1 from each. There's 2 from 5, which still is not slow in Rico. And like if you're already there and you still want your progress to Noki probably, so it's still a shine, especially if you're already halfway into the...
It's also like 6 hiddens is on the card. Maybe that needs to be your win con, like you want to have some stuff open, right? So yeah, it's a very rough exit area.
Just continuing with the 15 Delfino Blues, which just doesn't provide anything except 15 Blues. And...
Yeah, like if you're already at the blooper, like I feel like you should just finish it out. It's like 40 seconds or something.
I think like Denial is also somewhat getting close to 50 Blues, so I think Zale will also be very sad when he sees that distance. Then he also knows that he's behind 2 totals, and then Delfino, 15 Delfinos is even worse to be doing.
Denial also exiting area. What are these exit areas? What are you guys doing?
I don't mind this one that much.
I don't mind it as much either. I think he wants to secure 7 links. I think that's what Denial's thinking.
Yeah, and he also can do his 50, but he probably could have like collected any.
I really wish he got his 50 inside the part, because like this is kind of scary, like to just not, but it's fine.
And now we see Denial going to Pianta. It's nice for the link, and like he might think that he might go ahead and steal the 16 Pianta Blues away, taking the value from Zale away, even though we know that Zale hasn't done any blues, or almost any blues in Pianta.
I don't know. Just a lot of exit areas today. Fine. Zale has to be close to 15 Delfino Blues, right? Like, they've been doing Delfinos for a while now. No way they don't have, Okay, 13. They need to do 2 Fruit Ladies or something. Or maybe the sewers. Did they do the sewers?
Okay. I don't think so. Maybe. I was like, I haven't paid that much attention, but like, if he tries to get into the sewer, the answer is probably no.
Zale delaying, Denial delaying 50 blues.
Maybe he's not thinking about it.
Kind of risky, honestly. Like, even the fact that he pseudo-delayed it by not finishing it in Pinna is pretty risky. I hope he clicks it after he sees the 15 Delfino. Zale could honestly take this if Denial gets too greedy with this delay. Not that far away at this point.
It are 10 blues, and he has 3 blues to do.
Okay, he clicks it. I guess when you see one turbo with 2 Piantissimos this early, you probably don't feel like blues are that in danger. Because, like, Gelato's not known for its blues. Like, you can't really route in blues in Gelato that nicely.
It's kind of true, I guess, but on the other hand, like, it are only 50, so, like, if you just, like, get 10 random ones in Gelato and then get 10 in Delfino, or, like, now 15 in Delfino, and you just enter Rico for, like, 20 blues, which you almost did, and you're also already at 50, so... Not that
Assuming Denial has... assuming Denial has the linked in Delfino, this is 7 links. But I don't know if...
Zale also in Pianta.
Ooh, that's fine.
He saved it. I'm wondering if he will try to grab the 16 Pianta blue coins, and if he does so, that would probably be a good call, but
he needs to go on an adventure right now. Like, he's got to get some gross blues to finish up 16 and 3. He can. I know he can, but it's he's got to, like, go under the village. I think he has to get... He might have to get the tomato blue. Like, I don't think he has to get the blue.
I think he also has to go back to the entrance of the...
Yes.
Of the level.
You are correct. Like, he's got to, like, get some crap.
But he's doing it. He's
He'll do it. Denial doesn't really care. That's the good thing for Denial. He's leaving. He's doing the Delfino blue now.
What did Denial do? Did he just do 1?
He did 2. Or no, yeah, excuse me, he just did 1. I thought we were talking about Zale for a second. Yeah.
So I probably would have liked him to stay and do the Piantissimo as well, since it's a quick shine and it gives you it gives a few blues in the process, and it also just sets you up for 2 from 5 better, which I think you're getting towards the point of the match where that might be a thing.
I'm okay with him leaving. He got 7 links.
On the other hand, like, Zale is probably not close to 2 from 5 since he has done all of Gelato.
Denial entering Bianco.
What is left in Bianco?
He
can get some more blues for 20 from 2. I wouldn't mind that.
Oh, he's finishing on 20 from 2. You're right. I would have preferred he just did this in Pinna 2. And, like, you do Pinna 1 and Pinna 2. That's why I wanted him to do Pinna 2. Or do Pinna 1, because he could just get, like, 5 baskets on the beach, and you also make 2 from 5 progress. It's fine, but that's... I always like to, like, point out these things, so, like, if a player watches this back, they hopefully can, like, pick up on some micro routing.
I also wouldn't have minded Pinna, because it's a nice spot to get your 5 from 2, since most of the shines at least provide some value towards either reds or hiddens, and, like, the Yoshi unlock. I don't know. It might be nice to have, but on the other hand, I don't really see anything in Serena. Is there any Serena value on the card? Not really. Yeah, the 100 coin, but
It's not enough. Actually, if you have to just do 1 whenever, I think it's just faster to do whenever. Someone told me that, I think. Yeah, Denial is at a speed disadvantage here, and also, like, yeah, Zale's been doing a lot of slow things, but Denial's also been getting blues. When you get blues as a slower player, it usually slows you down a little bit further. That's just how it is.
That's true.
Fair.
And we have also seen Denial having a time with his 15 Biancos and now being back in Bianco and having another time in Bianco, so...
Denial also had an exit area. They exited area at Pinna 1. He only has 18? Damn. Alright, he's gotta get, like, this 19th and then find another one. Just do, like, a whenever, or do a rocket storage from here, I think. Or just get the hover nozzle.
You can just, like, get on top of the windmill and then get the one on the platform, I guess. That's true.
He just got the plat. Oh yeah, there's the other one on platform. That's what you mean. Yeah, he can do that. I don't think he's landing on that. Oh.
Ooh, the snipe.
So 16 Pianta Blues is clicked. Denial is not too upset. He was just kind of half committing to it. Denial, where are you going? No, there's one. Oh, there's a water blue. Okay, fine.
That also works.
I thought he was gonna ignore like the platform blue, and that was the last one left. All right, 20 from 2 is clicked. Zale doesn't really care. I don't know. I don't know how this match is gonna play out from here. Like, it's really weird.
We see Zale going for the what's it called? Peach bag?
Redbird.
Or no? Red.
Redbird.
For the 5 red coins probably. And we see Denial going back to Pinna. Probably for 2 from 5, I would imagine, just getting some progress in. It also offers some reds and another hidden, which is just nice to have.
Redbird gets you a Delfino. It's a quick shine for 26 at least. It's a red, obviously. I guess Zale should just commit to the 5 reds at this point. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm just a commentator. Whoa, what is
interesting that even after a deep gelato early game, it still looks to be somewhat even, and the match can still go both ways.
Yeah. Zale can even get 3 Piantissimos if they do heal. Keep up. Kind of awesome. This might, if Zale goes for eel and then does like
the Piantissimo for 5 from 2, I would be impressed.
They would probably do Goldbird, but I want to see 3 Piantissimos, so I hope they would do that.
I'm not even sure. Yeah, Goldbird is probably faster, but I'm not sure how much. Yeah, you have to wait on Piantissimo, of course.
It would just be a cool, like, I guess you don't want to flex when you're like not in a good position, to be fair, but it would be a flex either way.
Now we see Zale going for another red coin chain.
No, I saw that Denial had like the glitchy wall kick he could have sprayed, but it was like hard to see for him probably. And you could like spam spray while Mecha's like that, and you can maybe get a glitchy rocket sometimes. I saw one in like Mecha's tummy. It's not a big deal, it's just this little small thing I saw. Okay, Denial is very cautious with these. He once watched the cutscenes.
I think the second cutscene takes like 2.5 minutes, I think, so that's something which you don't want to do, like never. We see Zale getting the fruit clip, which is nice.
Yep. Zale just has to do Pachinko now. Pachinko is not that slow. It's like 50 seconds optimally.
I don't mind this from Zale since it's setting him up for Noki and for the 26 shines, and now he's getting the red. And he's
fine,
also
yeah.
for the from the Delfinos, I think. It's nice, but is it enough for him to finish it out at that point?
I don't know what's happening. I'm kind of just watching this match and seeing how it plays out because I'm curious. This is fascinating, this match.
It's a very
I do have to step away for like 20 seconds though, so I'm gonna let you take comms for like 20 seconds. I'll be right back.
So if Zale gets the red coins, he will get 5 reds. He will probably get 5 from 2 if Denial lets him take it. So that's 2 another goals. Then imagining he goes to Noki after this, he gets eels, 26 shines, 13 shines in Delfino, and 12 Nokis, which is 6. So then he would be very close to still winning this match, which makes him in a good position. And I think like almost all of the other goals, Denial is ahead to. He's also getting close to Noki though. So if we see Denial going to Noki, then it might get very interesting. But Denial is better set up for all of the other cards across the board. So at that point, I'll imagine Zale not being able to easily come back. You see Denial going back to Pianta.
2 from 5 secure, maybe. I think it would be 2 from 5.
And it's still not a slow shine. Like, Piantissimo doesn't take that long. And he can get a few more blues for the 70 totals. which you don't really have to secure probably, but it's still nice to just do.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
that
fine.
looked spooky.
Delaying 5 reds, not delaying 5 reds.
And I would like for Zale now to just trade in and start making some Noki progress. At least getting the 12 Noki blues.
This match could honestly just go either way. It's such a weird match, but I kind of like watching it, to be fair.
And it has been a very interesting match. Yeah, from the beginning onwards, with Zale making the Pianta play into Gelato, then clicking all of his late game Gelato goals, and then afterwards still doing making interesting calls, but like it pays out in some way. Like the card has been so spread out that in the end, even though Dinelle is set up for a few goals in the late game better, Zale, if he secures Noki, he's not in a bad position at all.
I really don't like Zale's early game calls, but like, yeah, he's just in a position to win, which is...
Like,
it makes sense when Denial's spent so much time on blues, he had an exit area. I think the early game was just, I don't know, like it shouldn't work. But it's working so far. But I think Denial's still in a good spot, like he can win to totals.
it's just... They are both in a good spot. It will be very interesting who can secure their goals first, and yeah, how it will play out and what will be the pivoting, deciding goal in the end. It's hard to see and hard to tell.
I don't know. So Denial has 62, so even if he can't finish 12 Noki blues, even if he doesn't get that goal, he'll still finish up 70, which is huge. Which will be nice
Now
for him.
after this trade, I'm thinking Dinal is going to Noki, and like if he starts contesting goals in Noki, it might get very hard for Zale to finish the game out, since a couple of goals are quite heavily favored for Dinal at the moment.
I think Zale will win 12 Noki blues. I mean, Zale just has too much of a lead, but Denial can still finish up 70, which will be good for him. 13 from Delfino and 26 shines, I think, are going to be kind of crucial here.
Yeah, it's both very close at the moment.
Whoever wants it. I mean, like if Zale like starts committing to Eel, like obviously Denial can just do Delfino shines. But yeah, Zale is pretty favored for it actually. I don't know.
You can say that Zale is favored since he has already done quite a few of Delfinos.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, Denial has 70 blues, or close to 70 blues.
True.
And I'm not completely sure how many Zale traded, but it still saves like 3 or 4 Delfino shines, which is a thing.
Zale needs 3 more blues. Denial not favored for this goal right now, but will still get his 70 totals. Can do either Gold Bird or Noki 1 for 1 from each to get a shine and just exit. And hopefully Denial makes the call to still finish up 70 totals. Something he needs right now.
Yeah, and it's getting to the point of the match where you just want to secure your 70 totals.
Yeah, and Denial needs to see this 12 and be like, yeah, this is in danger. Oh. Okay. Thought he was like hesitating for a second, but he was just stuck on a wall.
Zale is finishing out Noki 1.
Oh my god. Is that gonna work? No, it's not gonna work. Denial, this is actually good for Denial. He needs to get blues. I'm glad he fell. Finish up your damn blues.
I'm not sure if he saw the click or if he's just finishing it out, but I still like it. Let's hope after this one he just like collects the shine though, and doesn't spend more time.
Insta-click 70, the correct call. You do not want to lose 70 totals. You cry a little bit if that happens. Zale only 3 away, which would have really hurt Denial. Zale's going to do Noki 1 for their 1 from each, which is really good in terms of being a little ahead in an eel race if it comes down to it.
Yeah, and it sets you up better for, well, 2 from 5 is already gone, but still for eel, of course.
Serena 1/100s has some pretty solid value right now, honestly. 1 from each and 100 from Serena. I don't know if think Denial knows it. But I don't know if you should do it now. You need to secure some other goals, but like it could be a game way you close out the game.
It has some value, but like it also like doesn't provide anything to other goals, and it's very slow, or at least.
Back to Pianta? No, Pinna. Where is Denial going? Pinna Shadow Mario?
5 from
Oh,
2
this
is
is
still right, but
5
I
from
don't think
2
he has 5
secure with.
somewhere else.
He has 5 in. Yeah, you're right. Doing? Oh yeah, hidden. He might be working on hiddens.
Which is also a fair call.
It is a fair call. Denial has 1 from Gelato, 1 from Bianco, 1 from Rico. He has Noki Bird, that's 4. So this is 5. And he has Gelato, the fast Gelato hidden still open. So that's good.
So it's a quick goal to just like secure, I guess, and then you'll be free to choose another goal afterwards. It's very interesting. Like most of the last goals on the card just feels like whoever commits for them will get them. And now we see Denial in a quick lead with 9 versus 8 goals clicked. But like all of the other goals are quite up in the air still.
We're seeing some Serena 1-100s happening here, which I think this might cost Zale the game because Shine progress is very important right now, like 26 and 13 from Delfino. And this is going to take probably like 3 or 4 minutes. It's not a... I don't know. I don't know if this is a good call or not.
It's hard to say if it's a good call or not. Like it gives you solid progress to 2 goals, but on the other hand, like it doesn't. Yeah, it just takes away from all of the other goals. And like 5 from 2, or at least works towards 26 shines, and even like doing Noki 3 towards getting to Eel, or doing hiddens like Pinada's doing is also helping towards 26. I wouldn't even mind just doing those some Delfinos, or 30 from Delfino and 26 shines, since I just think it's faster than Serena 1. Or not Serena 1, but like Peach Money. But it's hard to say, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
You see Dinel finishing out his 6 hiddens, and I'm interested in what I'll see him do afterwards. I'm hoping that I'll see him go for 26 shines with some Delfinos, but I'm not sure. I also wouldn't mind seeing a deep Pinat from anyone, but it's probably not yet the time for it. But just getting closer to the Pinna Shadow Mario and getting close to the 5 from 2. But on the other hand, Denial doesn't really have a second spot for his 5 from 2 yet, as far as I know. So it might be better for Zale to do it, but yeah, it's interesting. Since you also... Okay, so if Zale gets Serena 100 coins, and 1 from each, and then also gets Pinna Shadow Mario and 5 from 2, then what's left? The Eel. And like if he goes for Eel and gets 5 from 2 from Noki, then Pinna Shadow Mario is left. So it will be probably an interesting toss-up between those 2 in the end. Seeing if Zale goes to the same place as Denial, and who goes where first. And
Yeah, I mean, Denial's about to get 2 goals, is the thing. And that'll put him at 12.
And then he probably has to choose between either going for Eel, which he's behind for, or Pinna Shadow Mario, which I think he's also...
He's ahead of Pinna Shadow Mario, I think.
I think Zale did Pinna too? Not completely sure.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't look like Zale is going to finish up this Serena 1-100s anytime soon, I think is their issue. Looks like they are missing a few coins from what I'm reading in the El Shadow.
He has the route which I don't think I've seen
This is the older route of this shrine. I used to do this, but I don't really remember it. Like, I don't remember the coin counts anymore. I learned the faster route, I think last season.
So we see 26 shines get clicked. Not yet 13 from Delfino, but I'm guessing
It
Denial will
has
probably
to be
work
right
on
behind.
showing
He
that.
probably needs, like, 1 or 2 more Delfinos, if I had to guess.
He's checking. I think I saw that he only had 9, but I might be wrong. But even so, for quick ones, it doesn't take that long of a time.
Yeah, I mean, he's fine. He just does this and then has to pin something else. And as long as he doesn't do Serena 1/100s or 1 from each, he's fine. Now, granted, that's kind of narrowing the win con a bit.
Zale could delay this for a bit, since it's quite a long shine and now you see the clicks from 26 coming in, so you know that the enemy isn't there. But on the other hand,
Right.
I still don't completely know if Denial even knows each one.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Zale can even finish this at this point. I think they missed coins. Like, he already skipped 1. I think there's a chance Denial could, like, literally start this. Because there's a chance Zale has to exit, I'm pretty sure. Or do Manta for no value. I'm not sure. Apparently he missed 3.
But maybe he has a hunch where he might have missed coins. Or... I don't know. It's always tense to see this. It would be very painful to see this match end in a bad beat money.
I don't know. I don't know what he's missing. I don't remember this route as well as I used to. Like, this old route.
He appears to be missing 4. I'm not sure. I think he's just spraying randomly at the moment, so...
I think Zale knew the route, he just kind of forgot some parts of it and probably just missed a few, if I guess. I don't know where those coins are exactly. Don't ask me.
Yeah, but 4 coins is kind of rough to have to be able to find.
Yeah, even 1 is just like, sometimes you just don't know where it is.
Yeah, this looks painful.
It's painful. Denial, meanwhile, is wrapping up his 13. Zale has to make the choice whether to keep trying this or just find those last 4 coins. Could also pivot to a Manta, maybe, if you just need to do a 1 from each secure. I'm not sure what you would really do at this point.
Yeah, well,
I think
doing Manta adds a lot of time as well, but on the other hand, it like if you don't know beats money and you think your opponent, or like if you have already filled beats money and you think your opponent also doesn't know it, at least puts you ahead to like Savannah 4 100s, if it comes down to that.
Good. There's 1.
But it's kind of rough seeing this, since the game was still quite open for both to win, and now all of this time which he's extra wasting on beats money he could have spent getting ahead in either Pinna or Noki. Which is just kind of
Either
sad.
way... Wait, does Zale even have Bianco 1 done? Or Rico 1?
He was in Rico, but I think he exited area.
He exited area. He exited area, yeah. Alright, so Denial just needs 1 more goal. As long as he doesn't do Serena 1/100s, he should be fine. Even with Serena... Oh, he's doing it.
Oh.
He could also just do Manta. Honestly, Manta I would not be opposed to. Also,
if we can find a banana.
Banana Peepo left the world.
Will he
Where
use
did
the
it go?
barrel?
Barrel's not. Barrel's only there before Pinna, unfortunately. I wish it was still there. Barrel nevers are sick. So the thing is, he can still win 1 from each. So this isn't like that big of a deal. So it's fine. He could even do Serena 1/100s and still win 1 from each because Zale has to do Bianco and Rico. So he's fine. Denial's fine.
And Zale still doesn't look like finishing anytime soon with the beats money, sadly enough.
No. Serena 1/100s is kind of hard if you don't remember where you missed coins. It's the type of level that like you really need to kind of stay practiced on, because if you're like even a little sloppy in memory, you'll probably just miss some. Like if you take a season off or something and then come back, I feel like tough to remember it. Like, and I'm making the call to do one from each, which is a good call. Definitely respect it.
Which will probably end out the match at this point.
Zale does not have a chance to defend it because they don't have Bianco or Rico anyway. So it wouldn't even be their one from each. Yeah, honestly, pretty good showing by Denial. There's one. Unless Denial dies in Manta, and then Zale finishes this and then goes to do the other one, that's like the only win con. But I've never seen anyone die in Manta, or at least not in a while.
I think the Niles route was a bit more solid than the one from Zale, though this is a weird card to route.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
there
don't
it is.
know. It's sadly a bit too little too late at this point.
Yeah. Good on them, because I've seen some people like not be able to find coins and then they can't find anything, so good on them for finishing it.
Yeah, but on the other hand, like, is spending an extra like 5 minutes even worth it? Yeah, difficult. But he did it.
Yeah, Denial made the right call to just do Serena 1. Really good call by him.
And like I was saying at the beginning, that it would be nice for Zale to delay this winner 100, but or at least this winner 100. But like at this point, we've wasted so much time on it that we can't afford to delay it anymore. And he's not finishing out one from each, but he's instead committing towards deal, which I guess is fair from him. With our information that we know that Vinal is in Savannah and like almost finished the match, sadly the wrong goal.
Yep, it's hard to make every correct call. Especially when you're down by quite a lot. You got like 50-50 stuff, and sometimes even then it's like you can't really do much about it. But yeah, I do think Denial's route was like a lot better. I think the Piantissimo's commit was a bit too early. But there it is. GG. Congrats Denial. 1-4-0 on your win. Certainly an interesting card match.
Also very interesting card. I would like to know how other people would have routed this card, since it just seems like there are a lot of goals early game in a lot of worlds, but like all of them don't really work that well together towards the late game. And then you have some Noki stuff and some like a random late Pina and a random beach money, I guess. And then also 5 from 2 without having that many worlds, which is nice to hard commit towards.
Yep. See if they want to interview.
I think both players are coming over for an interview.
They both want to. So you will chop it up with them. Yo, welcome.
Or
GG's, congrats Denial on your win.
GG's.
hey,
Let's see here. Yeah, this is a weird card, honestly. Denial's start was just Bianco into Rico, or I guess he did some gelato in between. Zale's start was a few Pianta shines, a few Delfino shines into deep gelato.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I didn't see much in Pinna.
no, they're
So,
really. We were saying that
Yeah.
we were saying what you were doing was fine. We probably thought you should have delayed some stuff though to hide information.
yeah, I delayed all my gelato goals by at least a minute or so, just because in case I wanted to act like I was further behind in gelato than I was, just in case something like turbo nozzle. Like I didn't click Wiggler until after I grabbed the turbo nozzle. I didn't click two 2 hiddens in Gelato until I was done with Gelato 2 or almost done there. So I made it seem like, oh, they just finished. In case you were in Gelato 2, when I was finishing up Gelato 2, I delay clicked the hidden until I was almost done, so that you'd be like, oh, I'm still winning to Wiggler, and then when I saw you click off more stuff in Rico or Bianco or something, I then delay clicked Wiggler until I got the turbo, just in case you were doing Bianco, like, oh, if I click off turbo, you're gonna go do Bianco clip through the gate for turbo or something. So yeah, I did do some delay clicks there. But like
What
actually
were your-
delaying the goals, I should have not done Piantissimo in one shot. But I didn't have any other ideas, so I just went with the game plan in my head instead of running around aimlessly.
Yeah, I mean, you would rather be doing something, right?
Yeah, I didn't have any
what
clear
were
plan.
Denial, what were your thoughts when you saw the Gelato clicks coming in?
I presumed I sniped him in Bianco, and he'd and he'd headed straight after the hidden or something. I I didn't really see much of a Bianca start here, so I'm quite surprised by that. I wasn't expecting it at all. So yeah, I figured I probably just sniped him to a hidden in Bianco, and he dipped before I did, and that was why he beat me to 2 Gelato hiddens. But yeah, I figured like like all of the Bianco, Rico, and Gelato have like reasonable amounts of stuff in them. So if I get sniped in one, I can just go to another and pick stuff up there.
I kind of wondered if I would be able to steal Rico Blues. I got like 15 Rico Blues in, and I was about to start the wall kicks up in Rico 1, but then you clicked it, and I was like, okay. That was like kind of a bad idea, but if you can snag goals from people, then
yeah, that would have been a good one to take.
Niall even delayed that a little bit. He did it until he could get into Pinna Park.
What? Sorry, I don't delay doing.
I delayed clicking Rico Blues until like the end of Rico 2 or something. No. Oh yes, I delayed Rico Blues a long time.
Yeah, you clicked off hidden in Rico before you clicked off, and that's when I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like 10 blues in.
I finished in 2 before I did the hidden.
Yeah, I saw you click off when I was like 10 blues in Rico. I saw you click off hidden in Rico, and I was like, I actually have a chance of stealing this if I make it up the wall kicks in one shot.
Was the Piantissimos, was that delayed at all?
No.
Okay,
I didn't feel like there was any reason to hide that. I mean, the turbo kind of gave that away.
Yeah, my delay for 23 was basically based on, okay, he's just done Pianta 2. He probably can't do it in this amount of time. Try and delay like as much as that as you can, just in case.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's probably one reason to delay the Piantissimos, to just not give away the information that you have been to Pianta, but on the other hand, like, it might give the opponent no reason to enter Pianta for the 16 blues. So it has its pros and its cons, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of done. I had thought of that as being my like last Gelato click, and when I clicked off Turbo after doing Wiggler, I was like, they know I've done Pianta, or you know what I mean? They know I'm in Gelato 5. This isn't a surprise.
Yeah.
I guess I should have thought of it as hiding my Pianta progress. I hadn't thought of that. I just considered that it's already a giveaway that I've done Piantissimo because I'm obviously in Gelato 5.
We thought the Wiggler click or like the call to do Wiggler wasn't that bad, since like it got you the turbo, and it also got you some progress to 5 from 2 in the end, since it's weird to look at which levels you want to do 5 from 2 from. But we would have really liked it if you like didn't click Wiggler, but just only click turbo, to like maybe give the Nile the idea that you have been to Bianco and that he sniped you or something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Keep the Wiggler click for a bit later, but then it's always quite scary to delay Wiggler, since it's not that long to do like Gelato 2 and Wiggler, and like someone can do it at any point, so it's really hard to delay that and find a good point until which you want to click it.
That makes sense. I felt like I shouldn't have done Pianta. I felt like I shouldn't have done Sandbird and Pianta 5 when I did, but I was trying to find, well, if I don't do these, where do I go? What do I do? And I was coming up kind of blank, so I just kept playing in Gelato, even though I felt like going past episode 3 was probably a bad idea. I don't know. Getting the turbo is the main reason why I went out to 5 when I did, I think. was just I
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
turbo locks.
We talked about it, and like exiting area after grabbing the turbo feels kind of bad, but on the other hand, like sitting on Sandbird for like 2.5 minutes also feels quite bad. So it's a trade-off.
Right. I guess the only reason I went for it was because I had planned on doing Piantissimo at some point, so it felt good to do 4 since I'm going to do it at some point anyway. But yeah, that makes sense. I should have, especially because I did like second half of Linked after the turbo and ended up at the beach. At that point, you just exit area because it's the same distance to go from there into Sandbird as in like, if I exit area later than it is to do it in the time, I was already super far away from the Sandbird entrance. It would have been the same speed to just do it from a fresh entering gelato. See, I don't know. I felt like I had a okay game plan early, but I kind of ran out of ideas of what to do and kind of just floundered around and didn't click goals for a really long time. That happens to me. I tend to have really. Sometimes I'll be up like 10 goals to 4 and then not be able to close out matches. I'm really bad at planning out end game stuff.
Yeah, like from the get-go, from your game plan, like you were clicking goals, and then after the Delfino and the Piantissimos, you click like 15 blues from Delfino, and like, yeah, you are clicking goals, but you are not really set up for a lot of the late game goals, and like you were quite lucky that Denel wasn't playing super good, so you could like still be around the same amount of shines. Though with all of the gelato progress, we might have thought that you like would reasonably be behind a bit.
Yeah, I was surprised when he clicked 12 Noki Blues. I was just about to go and do those. I figured I'd finish out 70, just in case.
I actually did get 70 in the end. I was gonna use them as turning in to get to 13. Like
Mhm.
when you clicked 70,
Yeah.
I was at 65 or 66, and I was like,
Oh,
well, I might as well go
yeah.
up to 70 and then turn in. And
Yeah.
let me see how many Let me one sec. So I had 4 Delfino shines and 7 with trade would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11.
Yeah.
So not 13. I would have needed more for that. But I was like, I thought that you weren't going to get it. I did not think you were like out there doing plaza shines with how many world progress you had. It was a surprise to me.
He did most of the plaza shines at the end. After already trading in, he still did like 4 or 5 shines. And I think like if you would have traded in after Noki 1 and then went for your remaining 2 shines, that you would have probably beat him to it.
Yeah, the problem was just I started looking at the card and I was like, I need more shine, or I need more goals. In order to get to 13, I need goals that I haven't started yet. Like when I had 8 goals and I had, I can get these like 3 goals. It's like, well, that's not winning. So I need to get goals that I don't have any progress towards. And so I just went for Serena hundreds. But yeah, I haven't done that in like a year and a half. And I had the map in front of me and I know a route of it, but those two things aren't as good as practice. So I missed like 2 or 3 coins and had to just run around for them.
Yeah, I considered so my last one from each was Manta. I considered going for Serena 100, like the beach money as with it, but I just don't know it at all. So like, not worth risking, I think.
Yeah, I felt like my win condition for the end was kind of like sniping you to all of your last goals. So I just went for something I thought there was a chance you were going for. Not really good strategy, but I didn't really have a super big game plan for most of this.
There's not much else you can do sometimes.
Weirdly enough, you were still set up decently well in the end, just because Dinel also wasn't set up great. Like Dinel didn't really have 5 from 2 progress. Like he could have done it with Pina, but then he still had to go to another place. And like you were,
I had one left. I had one left in Bianco.
So yeah, I guess that makes sense. And then
so I would have done Bianco 1 and then
go to Pina probably.
Pina or Rico, yeah.
But thank you both for playing the game. It was at least very interesting to watch, and it was also a very interesting and probably hard to route card, and it played out in a very interesting way, to put it the least. And I also want to thank you both for the interview. I think we will probably leave it right here since there's another match in 10 minutes, and I think people should probably prepare for that or something like that.
Okay, all right. Well, GG's, and thanks for the commentary.
Yeah, my pleasure.